this one's pretty nice. This is a real nice one. Okay, so you have here a really nice. I would have opened this. Here it is. I like to take my Palmaris longus so I can really see it like that. That's a Palmaris longus. And a couple things I look for on it. Do you see that sheath where it has like a white glisten to it? I always look for that. When I see that and I see the palm, I know it's a Palmaris what? Longus. Sometimes it's those little things that you look for that help you to remember it. Even in the cat. See that like a white shimmer on it? And it lines up with the what? Palm. And it's sort of broad and flat. So I like that one. That's a nice one. Extensor carpi radialis, it's always going to be on the top part of the arm. So if this is my Palmaris longus, it's going to sit up what? Here. And remember, it's a radialis. This is my ulna. This is my what? Radius. So it's right here. Now, there's a longus and a brevis, but if I'm up here, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. Now, we're going to go over here. Extensor digitorum. This, right next to here, this is the digitorum, right there. And right below it is the extensor carpi what? Ulnaris. So these are in a row. Extensor carpi radialis, extensor digitorum. There's actually two of these here. You can see that, but the algo is one. And then this is the extensor carpi ulnaris. And then you're going to come back around here. We didn't do this one down here. I probably should have.
It's too late.
It's too late. I'm not going to add it. But you need to know there's one here. It's actually called the flexor carpi ulnaris. Don't worry about the name. But remember, when you come here, you're going to skip one, and then you're going to come back to the Palmaris what? Longus. Now, let's take a look at his, if I can see the deltoid better, and I can see the deltoid really good on this one. This, okay, if I'm looking at this right here, this almost like a triangle, see it? This is a deltoid. That's a beautiful deltoid. So that's your deltoid, and your deltoid is going to come down here and meet up with the lateral head of your triceps what? Brachii. So here's my lateral head, here's my long head, and right up from it should be the what? The deltoid. And if you can keep that, that makes it easier to find it. And then the medial head, I can actually see on this one, it's this inside here. Okay. You have your pectoralis major. Also really, really nice, pretty nice abdominals right here. External oblique, internal oblique, transverse abdominis, rectus what? Abdominis. Now, this particular rabbit has some decent muscles up here. This is, without a doubt, the best masseter. See this great big ball? Right there? Huge. This guy did a lot of chewing. He's big. See the ball? And it's hard. It's very different than it is in the human, isn't it? You know, the human, you have that muscle that goes along here. That's because these guys are herbivores, and they do a lot of what? Chewing. Masseters right here. Okay, now let's see what else we can find on this one. The neck is going to be, the masseter on this one everybody should get. Okay. This is also really nice, the digastric. See the V? If you go back to the digastric in the human, digastric, digastric. In between the two digastrics right here is the mylo what? Hyoid. Down here, I don't care if it got warped, it's coming down. This is the sterno what? Hyoid. Remember the hyoid bone is here. Mylohyoid above, sternohyoid down here. It's going from the hyoid. I'm not going to open it up, but it would go all the way down to the what? Sternum. So I have sternohyoid, mylohyoid, digastric. I have the masseter. The one that I have the most trouble with, and that is going to be the hardest one to ask, is the clitomastoid. I have not seen a really good one. So you can take that any way you want. This is a clitomastoid, but I don't think it's good. And this is the best one in the group. So you take that any way you want, okay? But I think these in here, I think you would all agree, these are pretty clear cut. And a really nice masseter. And, you know, this one has a lot of nice things on it, but a lot of these things I can find on others too. Now, as nice as this is, I'd never use that. Okay? So every one of these rabbits has something on it that I could pin that I think is distinctive. Does that